Don't be talking shit, because I'm going to keep it a book. I'd be about 200 pounds when I have children. We're not going to judge me.
Y'all get to see all this on the journey. I'm going to show you Kai being born, Carter. You know, y'all going to get to see the old Rashida, the old Kirk. When we had a big girl. When I was hanging with her when she was big girl.
It seems like we're diving into some serious drama, and things are heating up. Jasmine recently threw a massive dig at Rasheeda after Rashida shared her efforts to take Kirk to therapy in hopes of salvaging their struggling marriage. If you're a fan of Love Hip Hop, Atlanta, you already know that Kirk and Rashida's relationship has been shaky for months. To make matters worse, Kirk went public about his relationship with Jasmine, showing no intention of hiding it and making it clear to Rasheeda that he's done with their marriage. Now that Rasheeda has made it clear she's determined to fight for her marriage, Jasmine hasn't held back. She's been shading Rasheeda for clinging to a relationship with a man who seems to have moved on emotionally. For those who aren't caught up, let me break it down for you. Rasheeda and Kirk's marriage has been a roller coaster, and anyone who follows the show knows their biggest issue is Kirk's infidelity. Despite repeated cheating and public humiliation, Rasheeda has stayed with Kirk, hoping to hold her family together. However, things got even messier when Rasheeda admitted on the show that she had also cheated on Kirk at one point. Instead of this being a moment for understanding or reconciliation, Kirk seemed to take it as a free pass to cheat even more openly, completely disregarding their marriage vows. The situation spiraled so much that fans begged Rasheeda to leave the marriage and reclaim her self-respect. But instead of walking away, she decided to have another child with Kirk. Rumors even started circulating that she got pregnant just to save the marriage. In an interview with Essence, Rasheeda addressed the criticism she faced. She said, "A lot of people who comment on my situation couldn't even last 5 minutes in my shoes, let alone 20 years. People don't understand the choices I've made because it's not their life to live. I prayed about it, followed my heart, and did what felt right for me. If people don't like it, they don't have to follow me or leave comments." She also mentioned that their marriage only survived because Kirk made major changes, though she admitted she went through a dark and difficult time. But Kirk's cheating wasn't just about random flings. He entered into a full-blown relationship with Jasmine and even got her pregnant. For months, Kirk denied the pregnancy, but a DNA test confirmed he was the father. Rasheeda was understandably furious about him fathering a child outside their marriage, but she still chose to stay. Recently, things took another dramatic turn. Rasheeda, Kirk, and Jasmine sat down to discuss co-parenting arrangements for Jasmine's son, Cannon. While the conversation initially focused on visitation and parenting responsibilities, it didn't take long for the tension to bubble over. As soon as Rasheeda left the table, the discussion shifted from co-parenting to personal accusations. Kirk tried to justify why he wasn't consistently involved in Cannon's life, claiming that every time he visits Jasmine's house to pick up their son, she greets him in a way that feels flirtatious. According to Kirk, Jasmine answers the door in revealing clothes, creating an uncomfortable situation for him. The focus of the conversation quickly shifted away from co-parenting, with Kirk seemingly trying to shift the blame for his absence onto Jasmine's behavior. This entire situation has left fans divided. Some feel for Rasheeda, who is clearly doing everything she can to keep her family intact despite years of betrayal. Others think she's sacrificing her self-worth by staying with Kirk, who has shown little respect for their relationship. Jasmine, on the other hand, isn't holding back her opinions about Rasheeda's decision to stay. Her recent comments suggest she thinks Rasheeda is delusional for trying to save a marriage that appears to be beyond repair. The drama doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. With Kirk stuck in the middle of this love triangle, tensions are bound to escalate. Fans of the show are glued to their screens, waiting to see how this mess will unfold and whether Rasheeda will finally decide to walk away or continue fighting for her marriage. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear: this storyline is far from over, and it's keeping everyone talking. When Rasheeda left, it seemed like Kirk was still involved with Jasmine. Jasmine even mentioned not deleting any messages, hinting that she had some secrets about Kirk that she was ready to reveal. It didn't take long for her to start sharing these secrets. The first accusation came from Kirk and his circle, who claimed Jasmine had been showing up unannounced at his home. Jasmine, however, said she was only there to share her side of the story and address Kirk's claim that she acted flirtatiously when she visited. Sources close to Kirk later shared more details. They said Rasheeda had found text messages proving Kirk was still involved with Jasmine. When confronted, Kirk didn't seem to care. He reportedly told Rasheeda that Jasmine was the mother of his child and that he had a duty to support her and their son. This discovery led to a heated argument. During the fight, Kirk admitted he was tired of their relationship and wanted out. He eventually moved out of the home he shared with Rasheeda, and into Jasmine's place, signaling that he might want to end his marriage and make things official with Jasmine. Despite all this, Rashida isn't ready to give up on her marriage. She's determined to fix things and rebuild their relationship. To show her commitment, she contacted Kirk and told him she had arranged for them to see a therapist. She hopes this will help them work through their issues. Jasmine, on the other hand, has shown no support for Rashida's efforts to save her marriage. Instead, she openly mocks Rashida, claiming that trying to fix things with Kirk is pointless because, in her view, Kirk has moved on and no longer wants to be with his wife. Jasmine has made her position very clear, stating that Kirk is happier with her and their son, Cannon. She has gone so far as to send a direct message to Rashida, firmly warning her to stay out of their lives. Jasmine seems confident that Kirk has left his marriage behind and has no plans to return. She has also emphasized that her son is finally building a stronger connection with his father, and she is determined to protect that bond from any disruption. This situation has sparked a lot of debate among fans and observers. Many believe it's time for Rashida to stop focusing on saving her marriage and instead prioritize her own well-being. Kirk's behavior has been a repeated pattern of betrayal and disrespect. Not only has he cheated on Rashida multiple times, but he has also shown little regard for her feelings or the vows they shared. Jasmine's active role in the conflict has only made things more complicated and emotionally draining for Rashida. People are questioning why Rashida continues to endure the pain and humiliation caused by Kirk's actions. Many feel that staying in this situation is doing more harm than good. They argue that Rashida should stop trying to keep her family together and instead focus on rediscovering her self-worth. After all, a relationship where one partner consistently disrespects the other isn't healthy or sustainable. Kirk's actions suggest that he doesn't value the relationship, and Jasmine's involvement has only added fuel to an already burning fire. Fans have taken to social media to share their thoughts on the situation, and the responses have been overwhelmingly supportive of Rashida leaving Kirk. Many are shocked that she has stood by him for so long despite his repeated indiscretions. Comments have poured in, with people expressing disbelief and frustration over how Kirk has treated her. One person pointed out that Kirk has shown no respect for his wife and that his behavior is completely unacceptable. Another commenter remarked that Rashida should have left Kirk a long time ago, especially after he cheated and treated her so poorly. They highlighted instances where Kirk's actions went beyond infidelity, such as locking Rashida out of their home and behaving coldly toward her. These moments, they argue, should have been clear signs for Rashida to walk away. Some fans believe Kirk is taking advantage of Rashida's love and loyalty. They feel that he knows she won't leave him, and he's using that to his advantage. This, they say, is a major red flag in the relationship. By staying, Rashida may be unintentionally enabling Kirk's disrespectful behavior. People have described the situation as a significant embarrassment, not just for Rashida but for their entire relationship. Supporters are urging Rashida to prioritize herself and her happiness. They believe she deserves better than a partner who continually disrespects her and takes her for granted. Many have called for her to walk away from Kirk, not just for her own well-being but to set an example that self-respect should always come first. Ultimately, the question remains, will Rashida finally decide to put herself first, or will she continue to fight for a relationship with someone who appears to have already moved on? Fans are watching closely, hoping she makes the choice that brings her the peace and happiness she deserves. The big question now is whether Kirk will change his mind and try to fix his marriage with Rashida, or if he's truly moved on and plans to settle down with Jasmine. Some think it's unlikely Kirk will return, given his actions and how Jasmine has solidified her place in his life. Others wonder if Rashida's efforts, like arranging therapy, might make a difference. What do you think? Will Kirk regret his decisions and go back to Rashida? Or is this the end of their marriage? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to watch the next video for more updates.